I never wanted to do this. I don't like coming on social media and speaking about personal aspects of my relationship with Whitney. But when my family gets brought into it and depicted to the world as something they're not, I need to show the truth.
Lochan, are we doing this?
Look, I've got no choice but to do this since you posted the TikTok.
Back to the situation of how it happened. We were walking back from lunch, going back to his place, and I was in the sun, and I was like, babe, look how my skin glistens in the sun. And he looked at me and he was like, ugh, it's dirty.
These words never left my mouth. I would never call anyone's skin dirty. And for Whitney to say that I said, ugh, is shocking.
Someone said like soil once. I was just like,
what?
what? I swear.
How old were you when this happened?
Literally, I was probably like, I think like 12 or something.
No.
Someone said like soil, as in dirt.
That's not even funny though.
It's not funny.
No, but I called me soil.
Wait, what? wait, what was the concept?
Soil.
He called me, it's not even that dark. What?
I was like, wait, what does that mean?
That's good.
And now it was even worse because now I'm thinking about what it means.
Soil.
I'm thinking about bad shit.
Oh, yeah, why are you soil when you dark?
He's calling me like so dark. You know, soil, it's just endless darkness.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is so cute. Yeah,
I was not by any other race, it was a black man that called me that.
Of course.
Scott, get your dirty face off my...
I want to reiterate how sickening it is that Whitney can say I called her skin dirty and insinuates from her TikTok that this was a reoccurring thing.
And he was crying.
Yeah, because I watched Whitney spin the truth right in front of me and tell me the whole world will see you for the racist that you are, and that's a lie.
And the question of why is it coming out now? Well, I was embarrassed, I was ashamed, and I didn't feel like that's part of my story was something that I wanted to share until now. And now I'm not ashamed and embarrassed about it because I'm I'm one of many women that go through it, but I'm happy that I'm out of that situation and I'm happy that I survived that situation.
And I respect, you know what, I think people would, and I think they would want you to as well, you know, say something not nice about him or speak about him sideways. And I respect that you're not that I would want you to either, because then it's just going to cause some next time thing for you anyway. But I respect that. And I think it's a really good demonstration of, like you said, you can love someone and it doesn't work out and that's fine, but you can be respectful of each other and you can wish them well and you can take something nice away from it. You don't need to be, you know, on the internet. Like,
no, it was never going to give bitter
yeah, you're like, no, I'm not going out like that.
Because I feel like just because you're not with someone, like, you can't forget the past 2 years that we had together. We started this journey together. Like, how are we just going to...
Yeah.
It was his decision, but it doesn't overrule, like, all the memories, all the good times, all the lessons. Like, it was a beautiful journey.
Let me talk you through this with dates to give some context.
On the 18th of April 2025, Whitney and I announced our breakup to the public. 3 months later, on the 23rd of July 2025, I collabed with a female guest. 1 day later, Whitney makes a dig at this collab on Snapchat, saying using another sister for clickbait. 1 week later, on the 31st of July, in a podcast, the female collab guest expressed we had good chemistry. 1 day later, on the 1st of August, Whitney posted a TikTok insinuating I called her skin dirty regularly. A day later, on the 2nd of August, she confirms this post was about me. There is no mention of racial accusation towards me over a 3-month period post-breakup, but as soon as I collaborate with a female, negative false comments start being made about me, my family, and my friends.
Because Lochan gives off this golden retriever energy, like, no one would ever believe that he would ever say it maliciously.
Someone called, like, Lochan sassy, and I was thinking, wait, why? Because he's emotional and nice and kind.
I constantly told her how proud I was of her, all the way through our entire relationship. I was vulnerable and I wasn't scared to show her how I was feeling. I would call her beautiful daily and tell her how proud I am. I even wrote a list of all the things I wanted in our relationship, making me feel bad about being tired after cooking all day trying to make a living.
When I used to come to your house, what did your mum used to say to me? The lights would go off and she would say, oh, where's Whit gone? Whit smile. And that was an on-running joke in that household, like, Whit smile, Whit smile.
It is so scary how confidently she lies, to manipulate her audience into thinking that this is something even remotely true. Saying Whit smile. This is one of the main reasons I'm doing this video. It's one thing saying something about me, but to say lies about my family that showed you nothing but love is vile. Do you even know how damaging those statements are? What I do have is voice notes from her to my mum 1 month after she lied and said I called her skin dirty.
Happy birthday to you. Mum, I would sing the rest, but I don't want to give you an earache. But happy birthday, my queen. I had to voice note so that you know you're the queen that you are. You are so amazing, such a great woman you are. So clever, so smart, so kind, so genuine. I'm so happy that I've encountered such a lovely lady like yourself, and hopefully with my mother-in-law. But no, thank you for always making me feel welcomed, safe, and thank you for always being nice to me. But Mum, I will be there. I will be there. I might even come today. Who knows? I actually might even come today. But honestly, Mum, you're the best woman ever. You've raised such amazing kids, and you should be really proud of them, because that like TT's just doing her thing. But no, like they're the best kids ever, and I'm so happy that you raised Lochan so he could be with me. But Mum, happy birthday, and I will see you this weekend for sure.
And here are more messages from her to my mum, talking about their relationship. She was only ever shown love, not just to her, but her whole family. Even when we separated, my mum reached out to check in.
I'm not even here saying that Lochan is a racist. I'm here saying that he made racial slurs. Yes, racial slurs.
The lighting's giving though, you're glowing.
It's not like I've got like...
Shit, if the light be glowing that much, I gotta get in it.
You're just like a ghost, though.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's the...
There's glow and there's ghost. And you're ghosting
You're
right
not
now.
even lying.
Oh my gosh, you're literally so pale now. It's like a ghost, Brian.
The same person who speaks like this on her own podcast when describing a Congolese boy that her sister got with.
So let's talk about this one time she was in love with some boy called you lot.
Oh my God, cop that out.
It was so funny.
They got a fat ass.
Lizzie's second love, it was a Congolese man with a bum bigger than her. Okay, there was one time we went to the park.
God.
And there was a newly cute couple, you know, white,
was I
Middle
newly
Easty
cute?
kind of vibe. They were very good looking and they were kissing. Everyone was like, oh. And then you pan to the right now. Lizzie was kissing this boy. Everyone was like, ooh, monkey, ooh, ah.
Yeah, because he gave monkey.
Even like the other day I was watching what's that Jack and Chan movie? Rush Hour.
Yeah.
And they were so like the racism
is wait, even Friday.
Lizzie, I was screaming.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah.
that's like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a good watch.
No,
but in
I
today's like all
agree.
these regulations and rules, you can't do this, you can't say that. But it's just like, okay,
It's a sensitive
but in our
era.
community, I'm not gonna lie, like we banter like that. Why can't we bring it to the screens again?
This era is so sensitive. It's crazy.
It's so
And
sensitive.
it's so
You can't say
unfortunate.
Remember we were saying it earlier about even like putting quotes in your dumps. It's like you can't even put a quote anymore because then you'll be subbing someone.
And it's never
you're shading
that.
someone.
It was never that serious.
And like I actually want to know who made it like this.
Yeah.
Turkish men, they're cute though.
They're gorgeous. They
But
actually are
apparently,
gorgeous.
word on the street, don't quote me, they're controlling.
No, that's Albanians.
No Turkish fall under the same category.
Well, I'm dating a white man. Like, look at my trainers.
Yeah.
You see
One
me shaking?
thing about where Snow's
Like-
going, they be wearing anything.
Yeah.
They literally wear Air Force to the last laces.
It's not that
is-
deep. I feel like it's such a black culture thing to like be cleaned out in drip. And,
Trends.
like,
The bill's on you. Pay for the rounds of drinks for my friends.
I hardly bought anything for myself because I wanted to spoil you.
Knows that these are old clothes. I know,
Yeah,
she's,
'cause Lochan-
I know she saw the green jacket
Guys.
again.
Lochan doesn't like
But tell
buying
him about your
clothes.
glasses. Happy birthday.
Yeah, he buys me clothes, but he doesn't buy clothes for himself.
I know, I should.
I'm
really.
just like,
It's a
but he
lot.
doesn't know how to dress. He just doesn't like spending money on himself.
No.
Lochan got me this necklace.
Yeah, Lochan be getting you good necklaces.
I think they got me this ring for Christmas, which is cute. It's like a Cartier one with diamonds. I just love that man. He's so nice.
The same guy that made me go, I don't even know where it was, far, far away with him to draw his hairline.
She knew I didn't want anyone to know about my hair transplant, yet she so easily outed to the world my insecurity as a man, which says more about her than it will ever me. I paid for that to keep it private, and she just outed it out of spite. What is the relevance to all of this?
And this is the same guy whose friends used to use the N-word, and he would condone it by still being friends with them and going to paddle with them. And I used to tell him, this is where someone tweeted about me being on the train saying the N-word, because I was like, why are you hanging around with people who obviously have that word in their vocabulary?
So apparently not one of my friends used the N-word, but multiple of them do. So let me get this message up. This message was in October 2023. If you think this is about me, you don't know me. You know I would never defend racism and stand up to it. In the context of what happened, if someone said the N-word in a song, it's not right and it's disgusting. But for me, that is not enough to deem someone as racist, but someone who is dumb and not educated. I would never do this, by the way, and I'm not defending him. I want to support you. So in October 2023, when I was fresh off Love Island, I went out with a few people that I met from reality, on the day, by the way. Once the night had finished, I was in bed, and one of these people said the N-word in a song. He got called out in it straight away. And, you know, me being the open boyfriend that I am, told Whit about this the next day. And she loves to run with this narrative that my friends that I've grown up with loved to use the N-word when this was an isolated singular event of people